Hi, and thanks for coming back to the channel. There we are, boarding the boat. Just a bit of a recap from episode 1 of our trip around Tasmania. That's us on the Spirit of Tasmania, getting on board, and the following morning after the overnight travel, getting off and into Devenport, where we had some coffee, and then just showing where we went for the day from Devenport up to Stanley, passing through the towns of Penguin and Wynyard, a look at the motor museum there, across to the RSL, look at these photos on the wall made up of thousands of little photos. The coffee shop next door to the RSL, where there used to be a bank and they've turned the vault into a toilet. And then further up the coast we drop into Burnie, see the lily farm and the lighthouse. And then that's now the nut. I've been calling it the knob, but it's actually the nut of Stanley. The cable car ride, and on from there. So that was all in episode 1, which you can see there if you have not seen already. And this is where we go for today. A ride around Stanley, back for Stanley overnight, and then the following day we head down to Launceston for the overnight stay. We move on.
Well, good day, ladies and gentlemen, and here we are on the verge of coming into Arthur River in Tasmania. And my friend here, Mark, who rides a nice red Ducati, says that he doesn't want to wash his motorcycle because he's an intrepid explorer.
I think it's very important that the bike looks like you've been on a decent trip.
And you don't want to get it too dirty, but at the same time it doesn't want to look as though it's been just in the garage and pulled out and being polished. Correct?
Correct.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. And good day.
So whilst these two gentlemen discuss what should and shouldn't be polished, we'll move on into Arthur River. There's a little cafe just out of the town site, into Arthur River over the bridge, and then continue on from there. Come along for the ride.
Well, we are in Arthur River, and here's Arthur River. And the Arthur River cruise. Pretty rough out there. Very windy at the moment. That's obviously what's blowing up over that surf as well.
similar loop for the day trip, Stanley to Stanley via Arthur River and some back roads. This bit here is just a bit of gravel road I wanted to go on, and there's a gravel road down to the coast near Stanley, and then back on a bit more bitumen road, or less gravel, a road with less gravel, and passing by this old homestead, for want of a better word I suppose, a historic village which is now still a working farm just out of Stanley. And there we are, and I've been calling it the Knob. Episode 1 it was the Knob, but no, I've been corrected, it's not called the Knob, it's the Nut, N-U-T. It's known as the Nut at Stanley. And here we are regrouped after that bit of a gravel ride and past a historic village, back into Stanley, and then overnight, and the same thing again today. Here we go, we're leaving Stanley now, and we're heading to Launceston for an overnight stay. Been showing you a few photos around Stanley itself and at the Nut, dried stone walls, etc. Some lovely scenery, beautiful photo opportunities. And here we are, that's where we head off for the day trip for an overnight at Launceston. Alright, all the best, thank you.
Alright, back on the road after that little stop. Very nice. Saw the little finch with the orange, bright orange chest, beautiful. Back in the twisties, heading for morning tea and a coffee. Don't want to be negative, but there's a lot of roadkill, unfortunately. Yesterday we did the Stanley to Stanley loop. Unfortunately there's 2 dead Tasmanian devils on the road, and Ken, the leader of the group at the time, in front, saw one run across the front of him on the road. Obviously he missed it, but yeah, they just pop out of the bush and run across. And the sad part is there's a number of signs on the road too, pictures of them, the Tassie devil, reminding us of their near extinction. And so unfortunately just for us, it was two that we saw freshly killed, for want of another word. So there's two less in the last 2 or 3 days whenever they were hit by a vehicle, unfortunately. There we are, the backwoods of Tasmania. Down to about 10 degrees, but with no sunlight at all. So that adds to the temperature, or the feeling. It's feeling cold at the moment. All of a sudden, the last half hour or so, there we are, we've broken out of the canopy. And it actually does feel warmer as you come out of it. You can see some of the deforestation that's happened. I'm sure this is a sustainable forest and they knock down, they replant. There is some regrowth, I know that. I've seen that. But to what extent, I'm not sure. Yeah, Waratah. Nice little town. They're all nice little towns, actually. But damn, there's a huge valley down there.
That, my friends, is Waratah.
So there's a bit of a dam they've made there from a creek coming through, but look at the size of the valley through here.
And we're off to Ulverston for the night. We'll stop on the way through, get a couple of photos and finish off at Ulverston. All the best. Thanks.
Alright, just around Ulverston. Trying to get some photos, a bit of video. There's one I took recently.
Well, we're getting close to Ulverston now. So just a few photos of the countryside we go in. Just beautiful country, but the whole of Tassie is a bit this way. Decent sized mountains and quite rugged, and into some lovely lush valleys. Quick fuel stop for some of us before we get into the town for the night, and also a quick ride around town before we pull in to the Big Four for the night. So a couple of photos, as you can see. Into the Big Four caravan park. We're staying in chalets. A quick look at the chalet, and that's it for the night. Thanks for travelling with us on this one today. I thoroughly enjoyed your company. If you've liked what you've seen, thumbs up would be great, or a comment. Subscribe if not already done, we appreciate it. And I'll leave you with it, and hopefully catch you on the next one. All the very best. Bye. The lounge room, dining, kitchen. There's a separate shower and toilet. Double bunks, full berth, double bed, toilet, and shower. Just a quick map to show where we've come from today, from Stanley via Waratah on the Savage River National Park, and then back up through to Ulverston, which is back on the coast between Penguin and Devenport. Tomorrow we head down to Launceston. Thanks for travelling with me, I really do appreciate it. I've enjoyed your company, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. All the best. Bye.